and welcome to today's episode of The Daily Blend. I'm your host, AC, and we are joined in studio today by Trish Sieckmann, and she is the kitchen manager for CoMo Cook's Shared Kitchen. How are you, Trish?
I'm good, thank you.
Good to see you.
You too.
Okay, so tell us, for anybody who's watching or listening who maybe doesn't know about the Shared Kitchen, what is the CoMo Cook's Shared Kitchen?
We are a commissary kitchen on the Loop that is incubating small food businesses. Currently, we have 40 small businesses that are working out of our kitchen, and we provide a space for them that is health department certified, and we have it's everything a commercial kitchen might have. So we have a hotline, we have workstations, we have refrigeration, freezer space, all available for clients that want to start a food business but don't necessarily want to open a brick and mortar just yet. It gives them a chance to try it out and see if it's, if it's a business that they can thrive with. A lot of passionate food businesses are in there right now that are creating great dishes.
Yeah, there are. And how important that is for a small business that wants to try it, but maybe doesn't want to commit yet to a brick and mortar. This is extremely important to have a space like this for them.
Yes.
So I cannot even overstate how important it is that we have something like this in our community.
It's great. It really is. Then, like I said, with the 40 businesses that are in there, and we've had several businesses come in there. We've had a few that have graduated, moved on to brick and mortars, and we're super proud of that we can offer that to the community here. We have a lot of food trucks that in order to run a food truck, you have to have a commissary kitchen. So we allow those food trucks to come in, and they utilize the space. It's not just them being at the CoMo Cook's Kitchen. They actually are able to come in and do prep work and do their dishes and be able to have a community of people to work with, and it's been a great environment in there.
Yeah. Is there any limitation to how long like a business could stay in the kitchen?
Well, we haven't quite seen it yet where, well, no, that's not true. There has been a few that have grown so big that they needed to graduate. And so it just gets to, we want the clients to feel comfortable enough to be able to move on to that stage. And we don't put a limit on it just yet. So we kind of let the clients figure it out. But there is a certain point when you're there 5 days a week and you're using the kitchen for, 10 hours a day, that's probably the time that you're probably going to want to check into either, moving into a food truck so you can get out and about, or finding a brick and mortar to open up to.
Okay. And so now you wanted to talk about, I know you have a new orientation schedule that you're doing.
Yeah, so third Thursday of every month we offer orientation where you can come in, and we have business coaching organizations there. The health department is there. I give a tour of the kitchen and kind of explain how everything is run. And, it's an hour and a half long orientation, and we can answer all the questions that you might have if you are thinking about opening a food business and you just don't know how to get started. So it's the beginning stages of your food business is the orientation. It's been a great success. We get a lot of people who really love cooking, and they're thinking about opening it, and this is that chance for them. At the CoMo Cook's Kitchen, we allow for like pop-ups and pickups and DoorDash, Uber Eats, all of those food delivery services can come to the kitchen. You can prepare food, you can send it out. So it just depends on kind of like what your business model is for your food business, because we do have some caterers, we do have bakers like myself, and then we have the food trucks, and then pop-ups and pickups with people who are kind of starting a new business. They can schedule a pop-up, and people, from the public can come in and grab food to go and try out new dishes, because we do have a lot of ethnic dishes there. It's definitely a mixed group of ethnic foods that are coming out of that kitchen.
That is wonderful. I don't think I knew about the whole DoorDash and Uber Eats and pickups.
It's still a work in progress, because we're trying to figure out what works and what doesn't. And so, the clients are working on that, trying to gain momentum and popularity and stuff. And DoorDash is definitely one of those ways to do that.
Yeah, that's true. As much as my kids order DoorDash.
Right. And with DoorDash, they usually have a list of foods that you can choose from, and it might pop up that Ames Rwandan cuisine pops up, or Gori Ki Rasoi's Indian cuisine pops up, and you haven't had it before, you can order it. And
So for people who are watching or listening, they should start paying attention to those things that are popping up, and maybe they're like, oh, I've never heard of that before. It could be something coming out of the CoMo Cook's Kitchen.
Correct. And if you're interested in finding out who is in our kitchen, on our website, we have a Meet the Vendors tab where you can click on it, and it shows you all of our vendors that are working out of the CoMo Cook's Kitchen with their information.
Perfect. And what is that website?
It's CoMoCooks.com, www.comocooks.com.
Okay, perfect. So everybody make sure that you check that out, see who the vendors are, and then if you're looking to order DoorDash, try out some stuff that is coming out of the CoMo Cook's Kitchen. Try something new, right?
Try something new.
Well, Trish, thank you for giving us all that information. Thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, thank you.
Welcome to your Be Well moment by Burrell Behavioral Health. Our brains are pretty amazing and can have multiple different emotions at the same time. Take a moment to think about how you're feeling right now. You don't have to pick just one emotion. Maybe you're both excited and overwhelmed about something new. Or you might feel sad about losing someone and grateful for the time you spent together. Remember, our feelings change all the time. When we notice and name our emotions without judging them, we can understand ourselves better and figure out what we might need.